With Browns' offensive flaws, naming Dillon Gabriel the starter had to happen, but here's where it gets controversial. Cleveland has been struggling through an abnormal week in the middle of a uniquely brutal three-game stretch, searching for offensive answers of any kind. The weirdest offseason quarterback competition in recent memory ended with Joe Flacco's win, marking a tepid commitment to veteran quarterback experience and methodical effectiveness. While the Browns hoped Flacco's expertise could provide stability, they were never intended to commit long-term. Instead, Kevin Stefanski announced a change on Wednesday. Dillon Gabriel becomes the starting quarterback. This move came after Flacco's second detour in Cleveland went so poorly that Stefanski pulled the plug just 4 games in, leaving Flacco looking his age. He couldn't score, missed passes, and struggled against rushing backs. Stefanski was clear. Flacco wasn't the only one at fault. The 40-year-old QB was let down by teammates and threw too many interceptions, even when they first hit his intended target's hands. From construction to coaching to execution, there's much blame to go around for the state of the offense. The results put the inevitable move to the rookie on fast forward. The Browns selected Gabriel long before any draft expert thought they should. The folks in charge think Gabriel's brains, accuracy, and ability to process under fire give him a chance to overcome his 5'11" stature. The Browns traded Kenny Pickett in August. https://www.nytimes.com/6575162 2025 Kenny Pickett trade Browns-Raiders. And never considered letting 5th-round rookie Shedeur Sanders get near any summertime reps with the number 1 offense. Gabriel is now the choice, and if he's good, this front office's campaign to prove it's better than its recent record shows might start to gain some traction. However, for Stefanski and the locker room, this move is about right now. At 1-3 and trying to give some semblance of help to their top-notch defense, and trying to stay alive in an AFC North that appears to be much more flawed than anyone thought a month ago, the Browns need a win. They need energy. They need points, and they need a victory against the Minnesota Vikings in London on Sunday, regardless of how it comes. We need to coach better. We need to block better, catch better, run better, all of the above. We need to be better, Stefanski said. And I know the quarterback position gets quite a bit of scrutiny. I understand that. But this is about our entire team playing better. Gabriel hasn't practiced much with most of the players with whom he'll share the huddle Sunday. Cleveland had a regular practice on Wednesday ahead of the team's flight to London, where Gabriel will become the first rookie quarterback to make his starting debut in an NFL international series. There will be a jog-through workout on Thursday amid meetings and further Gabriel-centric offensive installations. The Browns will then have a regular Friday practice. With the theme of everyone doing their best to help Gabriel, who brings supreme confidence to his role as the 41st starting quarterback of the franchise's new era, and the first left-handed quarterback in the 41st position. You wait for the perfect time, you're gonna wait for a lifetime, Gabriel said on Wednesday. So for me, I've always been ready. Perfection is not the goal. Look for the Browns to lean on rookie running back Quinshon Judkins. They'll throw some formations and designed rollouts at the Vikings that Minnesota hasn't seen on film in the first 4 games. They'll script some touches for wide receivers Jerry Jeudy and Isaiah Bond in hopes of building confidence for both the passer and his supposed playmakers. From the beginning, this is the moment you look forward to as a competitor, Gabriel said. But it is part of my job to be ready to be that sense of hope for everyone to continue to be better and come together and create momentum for each other. So excited for that, but just also extremely focused at doing my job at a high level. The Browns have had 4 different starting offensive line combinations in their 4 games. They're probably headed for a 5th this week after their Monday trade for veteran left tackle Cam Robinson. https://www.nytimes/athletic/667347 Texans Browns Cam Robinson, who's getting a fresh start after being benched in Houston. Starting wide receiver Cedric Tillman, who was placed on injured reserve Tuesday with a hamstring injury, is out at least the next 4 games, prompting 2 wide receiver call-ups from the practice squad earlier this week. 2 of the 5 receivers on the active roster are undrafted rookies, and Judy has let the offense down with inexcusable drops in 2 of the 3 losses. Pro Football Focus has the Browns with 11 drops, the second most in the NFL. The offensive line has allowed pressures on 41% of dropbacks, which ranks in the bottom third of the league, and Cleveland's 8 turnovers are tied for first. It's that last stat that haunts Stefanski the most, and it's Gabriel's ability to throw on the move that portends the noticeable immediate change. Gabriel is not Michael Vick, but the Browns will try to move the pocket as a way to create passing lanes, and to give opposing defenses something they haven't seen much of. Because what they've seen is an offense that didn't get many pass catchers open, didn't create many explosive plays, and too often self-destructed. A month into the season, the Browns rank in the bottom 3 in offensive success rate, scoring, and total offensive EPA. They have 1 pre-garbage time touchdown in each of their last 3 games, and last week's came on the game's first drive. After that, the product was mostly garbage. "We've just struggled to become who we want to be," Flacco said. "That's it. What else? You'd have to ask Kevin. I mean, we're 1-3. Flacco has been benched by bad teams before. He said on multiple occasions that he knew what he was signing up for. With the Browns coming closer to 2017-level incompetence rather than replicating Flacco's 2023 late-season magic, Stefanski undoubtedly felt he had to make this change now. Given team owner Jimmy Haslam's July comments/www.nytimes.com/athletic/6523164/2029 about the Browns needing to play their rookie quarterbacks this season, and considering the unusual structure of the room since they drafted both Gabriel and Sanders, Stefanski was fairly asked if this was his decision. He said that it was, then went back to what he had been saying about sharing the blame. Feeling an urgency to improve and believing that Gabriel had done everything possible to keep himself ready for this moment. Flacco will be the backup. Maybe a month or 2 from now, a Browns roster with 13 rookies might be well out of contention, and the organization will entirely focus on the future. Eventually, there could be another shift and maybe even some game time for Sanders. As of now, though, Cleveland would much more likely promote Bailey Zappi from the practice squad than put Sanders on the field. However, the Browns are changing quarterbacks ahead of their intended schedule because they're trying to make something of this season. The first plan wasn't working, so both the calendar and the September game plans have been tossed aside. On Sunday, the rest of us will start to find out.